Welcome to Mama My Strength's kitchen. Let's cook together. Friends, if you like this video, do subscribe, like, share, comment and hit the bell icon. Following are the ingredients for fish tikka masala fried chicken with cassava in kebab style. Friends, here I've got boiled cassava chopped. I've got seasoning salt, Italian seasoning and oil that I will use to shallow fry it. I've got kebab sticks here. I've got chopped fish and I'm using chicken tikka for fish tikka here as my masala. I will be using oil and ginger garlic paste. Then I've got chopped chicken, and for this I will be using ginger garlic paste, ghee as well as fried chopped masala for my chicken and oil. Now for the vegetables, these are the vegetables that will go with the kebab. I've got oil here, Italian seasoning is optional, and I've got the seasoning salt, and I've got onions, bell pepper and tomatoes for the kebab vegetables. Now to cook all these ingredients, I will be using a non-stick pan here. First I'm going to heat the pan with the oil. You can see the pan is hot, and this is a non-stick pan I'm using right now. And in this pan I'm going to add the cassavas, which is nicely chopped, and I'm going to shallow fry it. I will be adding the seasoning salt to this. Next, I will be adding the Italian seasoning, and I will stir it. Ginger garlic paste is optional if you wish to have a spicy cassava for your kebab base. It all depends on you, but I'm making two versions of this. I'm making kebab as well as a barbecue style that you can serve, but a touch of Indian is already in it because of the flavors that I'm using. So here I will be shallow frying the cassava until it has a little bit of burnt texture to it, but not fully burnt as you normally do in barbecue. So did you notice the burnt texture that is there? And at the same time the cassava is not fully burnt. So here goes my cassava. It's now ready. Next I'm going to put the fish in. I'm not adding any oil to this to make sure that there is no water in my fish. This is just like a test that I normally do. I'm not going to stir the fish too much because it is already in fine pieces and I don't want to break them. Now you'll notice that there is no water in it, so I'm going to add oil to it. And then goes my chicken tikka masala. I am adding ginger garlic paste first before I will add my chicken tikka masala. Now the chicken tikka masala, can you see I'm adding it, and can you see the color? It's more of orange. It does have a sour taste to it. Lemon is optional if you want to add extra sourness to it. Now I'm going to shallow fry it after mixing these three ingredients: oil, seasoning, chicken tikka masala and ginger garlic paste. I'm not adding any salt to this because the masala already has got salt in it. So now you'll notice that my fish is nicely cooked. Fish cooks more faster than chicken and any other meat. I'm still gonna give the meat a little bit of barbecue texture to make sure that it has the crispiness. So here my fish is nicely cooked. You can see the charcoal type texture at the bottom, but it's not fully burnt. Next, I'm going to cook the chicken. Again, I'm going to test that there is no water, which is why I'm going to add the chicken, and then I will stir and make sure that there is no water in the chicken before I add the oil. And you can see the difference right now. Chicken has little water in it, but not too much. And now you'll notice that all the water has been dried. So at this stage I'm adding ginger garlic paste. Again, it depends on you how much you want the spiciness. Now I'm adding the masala here, which is the fried chopped masala I'm using for the chicken right now. And again, I'm going to do the barbecue style here. And now, once my chicken is nicely marinated in this masala with the ginger garlic paste, I will then add the oil to it. Make sure your meat is nicely coated before you add the oil. Can you see that the chicken pieces was almost white when you saw it? I'm not going to add any salt to this because the masala already has got salt mixed in it. So adding extra salt will spoil the taste, make your food extra salty. And I am not going to add water to any of the meat that I have cooked today. I'm trying to avoid it because the chicken is still releasing the water. You can notice it. As it has a little bit of fat in it also. So you can see both the things right now. I'm trying to still cook it at that. Now I can see the dryness is there. At this stage I will be adding the oil. And I'm going to cook my chicken until it's nice and brown. Just like as if the chicken was barbecued. I want the same texture to it. And you will see that I'm using very little oil. And you can see now my chicken is nicely cooked and it's got the barbecue color on it. Now I will be cooking my vegetables. I'm going to place all the vegetables, the bell pepper, onion and tomato in the pan. Again, I'm going to saute it dry to make sure it doesn't have any water in it before I will add oil and the seasonings. So now I'm adding oil. You can use the seasoning salt, but I preferred a little bit of chicken tikka masala to this. So I'm adding the chicken tikka masala to this now. And some Italian seasoning. Seasoning salt is optional because I only added a little bit of chicken tikka masala to this. But if you wish to add the seasoning salt, you can at this stage. I'm not going to fully cook my vegetables. I want it to be raw. In other words, I want it to be just half cooked and still maintain its crunchiness. So my vegetable is almost done. So here I'm adding the seasoning salt now. and I will turn off the flame. As the pan is heated and the stove is already heated up, I don't want the vegetable to be extra cooked. So the vegetables are now ready to be served. Now I've got chicken here, fish here, and cassava. And I've got my vegetables. Now you will see why the vegetable is little, because as I mentioned that I will be doing it in kebab style. So I prepared some kebab here with the skewers that I had. I used a wooden skewers.